Hey VC, how you doing? It's Aaron. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Lots been going on. Man, I got some records to show you, and I got a few updates, life events. I've been keeping up on the Facebook page as usual. I graduated from college.
I worked hard for this.
Got my first degree, which is a 2-year degree from, well, I guess you call it a community college or junior college. I graduated with high distinction, which is really cool. I worked really hard to get it. And now I'm on to the University of South Dakota in the fall. I'm not moving to South Dakota by any means. The degree I'm going for is it's available entirely online, which is really cool. I'm really happy. So I was going to go to Mankato State or Minnesota State University in Mankato. Some of you may know it, but oh man, from where I live, and I just don't want to make the drive. I have an older Honda, lots of miles on it. The car would probably completely fall apart. Plus, the winters up here in Minnesota get pretty brutal, and I probably miss classes and get stuck in a snowdrift somewhere out in the middle of the country. You know what I mean? And I also celebrated my, many of you know I got married back in December, but we celebrated we had a wedding ceremony. We had a small ceremony originally with just our closest friends and family members, and this time we invited, everybody that we could, and had a great time. Me and my wife provided the entertainment. My wife, she sings like an angel, so we went up and played, half hour, took a break, had some music going, really good music, of course, and then got up and played some more. Invited some of my band members, and the best man. He's been my friend since first grade, kindergarten, around that age, and we kind of grew up and started playing music together at the same time. And he jammed some songs. He also multi-tracked every microphone that was used. We had just me, my guitar, my wife, and her piano, keyboard, our vocal mics, and whoever else came up. We did small diaphragm condenser microphones, miking everything up, and large diaphragm condensers for the vocals, and along with our standard stage mics and stuff. It was fun. It's going to be awesome. By listening to some of the playback, we did all kinds of songs, all kinds of them. From the Kinks to the Beatles to Iron and Wine. Bob Dylan, whatever. We did just lots of a broad spectrum of music, which is really fun. And once we get those recordings back, I'd like to put some up on YouTube and kind of get your input, because I think my wife and I could actually be a little duo and play. We've already played a party. We can do like coffee shops and maybe make a little bit of a little bit of scratch off that. Okay, enough babbling about myself. I want to talk a little bit about music. First, you can probably see back there Van Morrison's Moon Dance spinning. Maybe you can hear it, maybe you can't. I'm going to listen to a little Van Morrison. It's a rainy day up here in Minnesota. I got his band in the street choir, and then Astral Weeks back there. Only Van Morrison. Well, I have another Van Morrison record, but it's from the 80s. I haven't even listened to it yet, but I'm not even sure what that one's called. I'm a big fan of Van Morrison. Moon Dance in particular, man, that's a masterpiece. And all three of those, in my opinion, are complete masterpieces. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I got it pinned down. Astral Weeks, though, is probably my favorite Van Morrison record. Okay, so I had the past week off, and my wife had the week off too, and we did a lot of gardening, getting our garden ready, growing our own veggies and stuff. Did a little bit of record shopping, not too much. I ate a lot of red meat. Went to my favorite restaurant up in Minneapolis called Hot Dish, Haute Dish. Check their menu out online if you ever come to the Minneapolis area. I highly suggest going there. And I also managed to pick a couple records. Spent a couple days up there. I'm going to show you real quick some of the mail order pieces I got. Just real quick. These are ones I didn't have in my vinyl library, but I do have in the CD library. Albums I've had for years. I know them inside and out. I've listened to them a bajillion times each. First and foremost, this is Radiohead's OK Computer. Just didn't have it on vinyl. I thought it would be a good idea to get it on vinyl because I saw it on sale online on Amazon for really cheap. I think it was maybe $14 or $15. They had a sale a while back, 20% off, or 21% off, or something weird like that. So I just had to, now's the time. I might as well just get them to have on vinyl versus just, some CD. My main system is a vinyl system set up here, so good way to listen to some Radiohead. And this, I'll probably get a little grief for. It's another Radiohead album, but this is my favorite Radiohead album. The Bends. Favorite Radiohead album? I love this album. It's a really good rock album. Seriously. the track. This was released. God, it was like the first time I ever really got into Radiohead is when I saw them playing 120 Minutes on MTV. They played Fake Plastic Trees and High and Dry, I believe. Unbelievable. And the song Just on this album, forget about it. If you want to hear a rockin' song, listen to the song Just on this album. If you don't have it, many of you already have this and know about Radiohead, blah, 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 blah. But love this album. Okay, and then I'm going to show you this. This is another album I had on pre-order forever. And I see some people popping up in the VC showing this off. I've had it for a little while now. Love this album. I'm so happy to finally have it. Well, I have another copy on vinyl, but it's kind of beat. You know, the jacket's kind of beat. But it's Nick Drake, Brighter Later. This is the newly fresh remaster here, box set edition. I also have the 5 Leaves Left box set on order. I just wanted to open it up real quick. Here's the inside of the front box, outside of the tape, the tape box. This is really cool. My friend pointed out to me. Maybe it's not on this part here. I'll show you on the other section. It's about like the formula of the tape and everything like that. Here's the record on the original Island label. I have it in a MoFi sleeve. I cleaned it up real nice. The sleeves that come with these records are record killers, absolutely. You know, so I don't want to damage the record from that. So here we go. This is the well, here comes the inner sleeve. See, it's kind of like a hard paper stock, but this has the textured jacket, just like the original, apparently. So awesome to have this, a legitimate, very clean. It sounds frickin' believable. So good. And then again, it comes with a shop poster. I'm gonna try to show you just some of it here. It's just a big, you know, Radiohead poster. Some more candy in here. This is a facsimile of a handwritten set list. Photocopy, really, you know. And then a concert flyer. It has like another front back. There's Nick on the bottom there. And then a facsimile of the tape reel, 10-inch tape reel. Talks about Brighter Later on the back here. And then it has the download code, which I haven't even, you know, downloaded yet because when I got the Pink Moon box set, it had when I used the download code, I had access to all 3 of the albums of Pink Moon, Brighter Later, and 5 Leaves Left. And what else? Oh, in 3 different versions. Okay, you get the high-res MP3, FLAC files, and then vinyl rip of the Drake family's actual copy of the record. So, which is of all 3 of the albums, which is really cool. So happy to have this. And then here you go. Here's the other side of the box there. Right later. This album, his producer kind of wanted to make Nick a star at this point. He didn't really have much success off his first album, which is strictly pretty much acoustic. So they had a really slick production and you know, really great. I mean, everybody knows the album Brighter Later. Well, probably not everybody, but it turned out really great. But Nick wasn't happy with it, so that's you know, all the while he's kind of like going down the rabbit hole of depression and things like that. So his mental health wasn't the greatest post this record or during this record. And then after this album's completed, he was talking to the producer and he said, you know, the next album I wanted to be me and my acoustic guitar. And that was it. That was Pink Moon, the one that followed this one up. So very sparse recording compared to this one, Brighter Later. Great album. A lot of people consider it their favorite Nick Drake album. I'm still partial to Pink Moon. That's probably my favorite one. Even 5 Leaves Left, a little bit above this one for me. I don't know. I mean, I love this album. I think it's great. Great songs on this album, but I like the simpler stuff. To me, some of the production on this album sounds kind of dated. Not timeless, you know what I mean? To be an all-time timeless kind of album, but that's just me. Okay, a couple of record stores. I got this at Half Price Books up in St. Paul. Replacement copy for my copy of the English Beat Special Beat Service. I love this album. The copy I have is pretty damaged, like the jacket, but the vinyl is all right. I mean, there's some pops and ticks here and there, but this one is pretty clean. So it was like $6. You know, what was it, $6? Yeah, it was $6. I was happy to pay for it. I love this album, so not a bad find there. Pulled this one out at the same store, Half Price Books in St. Paul. They just had a phenomenal jazz section. I just couldn't believe there were so many records I wanted to buy, but I was like, can't blow all my money in one spot. You know what I mean? This was also $6, but this is the very best of Bird, Charlie Parker. It's just got it's a double LP. It's got several Charlie Parker cuts on it, man. Don't really have a lot of Charles Parker in my collection. I thought I have one more record, the Savoy Sessions, and then this one, and I thought it'd be great just to kind of get in the know a little bit more. You know what I mean? Just amazing saxophone player, troubled soul, Charlie Parker, heroin addict, alcoholic. But this guy, even during recording sessions, he could be legless, completely legless off alcohol, and still, or heroin for that matter, and get up and play some of the most remarkable saxophone melodies you can possibly imagine. Just so beautiful, soft, precise, gentle. Animal this guy was on the saxophone. And there's even stories about him not remembering making records, you know what I mean, because he was that messed up during the recording sessions and stuff. But definitely, a lot of you know a lot more about jazz than I do, but really glad to have that, Charles Parker in my collection here. Oh, and I also found this at Half Price Books. I was going to show it last because I'm so frickin' excited to get this album. I've been wanting this album forever. I don't have it on CD or anything. I don't have an MP3 version, but it's on Spotify. I can listen to it quite a bit. This is John Coltrane live at the Village Vanguard. Been trying to find it everywhere. Could never find it, but this was brand new sealed in Half Price Books. I think it was like $13.99. Amazing. I just love this, especially cut Chasing the Train. That was when I heard that for the first time ever. I was just completely blown away. Very blues based, but I mean he's experimenting. He's thinking really hard on this album when he's playing live. It's really awesome to be able to get in the mind of John Coltrane while he's playing like this. It's so amazing. And the last one I have to show you here is another Coltrane record. It's Crescent, the John Coltrane Quartet. Maybe you have this. Just another addition to my Coltrane collection. This is actually the song off this album, Bessie's Blues, is the first song I've ever heard by John Coltrane. I was probably in high school, like a senior in high school, and there's that, I don't know if it's still out, this magazine, the College Music Journal, CMJ, and they would come with a CD, and on that CD was the John Coltrane, Bessie's Blues, along with many other, that's how I discovered the Mojave 3 and some other cool bands. But yeah, so I've known about that song forever, and I knew it was on the album Crescent in recent times here, but I finally got the album. This is really, really cheap. I got it off Amazon for $10, $9.99, brand new. They have all kinds of records on there for $10, like Amy Winehouse, Back to Black or whatever, is that the name of the album? Just all sorts of records for $10. This one was on there. I think a couple other Coltrane records that I already had were on there, but I didn't have this one, so I had to pick it up. It was just, plus it was free shipping with Amazon Prime too, which is really cool. And I noticed they're starting to ship individual records in proper LP mailers now, which is really, really cool. I know back in, even probably a year ago, they were still having some questionable shipping practices. So, yeah, that's it. That's my recent vinyl plans. I don't really have anything coming down. I don't have anything on order, except for 5 Weeks Left by the box set by Nick Drake. There's also some Stones records reissues I wanted to get, like Beggar's Banquet and Let It Bleed, even though I have an original copy of Let It Bleed. This one's been remastered and pressed at RTI. So I'm kind of curious to hear how that sounds. It's one of my favorite Stones records of all time. But anyway, yeah, that's all I have for you today. Hope everyone's doing great.